Bitcoin MENA, Abu Dhabi. We are here with our friend Juliet Su, New Tribe Capital. Hi, Juliet. How are you doing?
Hi, all good. Thank you. Happy to
How
be
is the
here.
event for you?
Oh, it's amazing. So many people, lots of people from the US coming, I guess, and an interesting crowd. So
We met a lot of people from Canada. Indeed, like it looks like America is here.
yeah, exactly. I got the same feeling.
I want to ask you one thing. How is the market so far for Bitcoin? Like we all know already that we hit this beautiful milestone, $100,000, right? It looks like Bitcoin did another great job bringing all these people together. How do you see it?
So of course, if you're in the market for a long time, we all know that it's all about the cycles. Like every cycle starts from Bitcoin itself, right? So you see the growth of Bitcoin, and then there is like an altcoin growth, and then it's like a secondary market that primary market is following. So of course, it's super exciting. Then we are at the very, very early stage, I believe, still of the bull market, and lots of things are going to happen the next year, and especially with the proper institutional adoption of Bitcoin, next year is going to be like a really fun because you can see the money inflow into Bitcoin ETF and Ethereum ETF nowadays.
So recently, Ethereum ETFs they just flipped the Bitcoin ETF.
Yeah.
Like I know you are experienced investors. How do you see this?
Sorry.
How do you see this flip, like from Bitcoin to Ethereum?
The things are going to change because the reason why money inflow is going into the Ethereum ETF because Ethereum is more like a built-in tool, right? So that's why there are lots of projects are being built on Ethereum, and the ecosystem it keep growing. So of course, Bitcoin network is still experience some limitation, and we all understand that there is it's quite costly. There are slow transactions happening, so that's why it's quite important to develop. We call it Bitcoin economy, and as a VC, we invested quite a lot into Bitcoin economy. The Bitcoin scalable solutions, L2s on Bitcoin, and different other infrastructure plays that help to scale Bitcoin and to improve the whole network itself. And I believe with the growth of the ecosystem, it will scale a lot. And next year, still Bitcoin is the king, right? So
Anyway, when we look at these two dinosaurs in our industry, right, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are totally different. Like I will say opposite, right? Like in terms, like fundamentally speaking, right? When you look at the Bitcoin in particular, because here at the Bitcoin MENA we talk about Bitcoin alone, right? Um, we look at the network itself, right? The way how it built all the code. Then we look at Bitcoin through money, right? And through those lenses, when it's an edge against those bank systems that has been here for a while, and we are not happy with that anymore. Huge fees when it goes to transactions. Which one do you think is the right gate for the beginners to look at Bitcoin from which angle? To go in this technical perspective or to understand Bitcoin as a money?
So I believe the major thing about Bitcoin as of now is still the store of value. And that's why Bitcoin will stay here forever because it's a digital gold, right? And then we see US government that keeps it as a government reserve. And it's more about a government approach and institution. And we see I spoke with the guys, they're accumulating their a micro strategy for India, and they keep accumulating Bitcoin for India. So it's a bigger play, and it's still the store of value because once the fiat money are made printed limitedly, we have the limited supply and we have the fully programmable money. So Bitcoin is the very core of the new industrial revolution that I believe is happening nowadays. So we are transitioning fully into the digital space when all the money are fully programmed and nobody could stop it, right? So because once you're reading fiat money and we have all this political situation that's happening nowadays around the world, then somebody can just sanction you, take your assets out of you and do whatever they want, and all the wars happening. People feel that keeping Bitcoin in the wallet can help them to store their assets long term. So for that specific reason, I believe Bitcoin is super important. Of course, soon we will talk about Bitcoin scalable solutions, and it will happen. I believe the whole ecosystem will evolve rapidly, but so far, treating it as a proper store of value is super important.
Do you see it like a $1 million Bitcoin?
Uh, Not really soon, but as long as I mentioned, like if we have this industrial revolution happening, the fifth industrial revolution happening nowadays, and we are fully transitioning into the digital financial operating system, so of course, like Bitcoin will definitely hit $1 million. So I mean, if we start investing Bitcoin nowadays, our kids will be happy for sure.
Absolutely. Juliet, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and stay with us. We have more.